Hello, friends and fellow heroes and storm enthusiasts. I'm Talonhawk, and I am glad to be able to finally bring you a video that I've been wanting to bring out for quite some time now. This is my Super Sonya build. Uh, I'm doing a post commentary, and everything in the world that could go wrong did. So for my level 1 talent, I go with War Paint. Now, let me describe this build just a little bit, what the idea of it is. And it's a split build. It's a little bit on the healing, a little bit on the damage, but it's a split damage build. Some of it is boosting the basic attack damage to increase the heal later on, well, with this level 1 ability. And the other is to slightly increase the slam damage. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Sonya, she has her Q ability, which is Ancient Spear. She throws it out, it generates Fury, or is it Rage? I don't remember. One of the two. I may misspeak, but anyway, it is the only ability she has which generates Rage, and the rest of it consumes it. The W is her Seismic Slam. It is her most powerful single target ability that she has. And her E ability is Whirlwind. It's a spin to win ability, and as she's using it, she also gets healed just a little bit. And you see this engagement going on, and I died there. I overextended way too much. So this was a really good game. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to come back down here towards the bottom. This is the Haunted Mines map. So a focus for this build is it really does good on capturing merc camps, and it's really good for pushing lanes. You can actually pretty much push a lane yourself and not have to worry about taking too much damage. Got the out Illidan's keep pushing in here, trying to keep a hearty engage on us. However, the enemy team is lacking a stun, so I am able to rely on my whirlwind for healing, which is why I am staying engaged so hard right now. If they did have somebody with a stun, though, I would be backing out a little bit more, as the only way I would have to really regain any health, besides Lily's awesome healing abilities, would just be my basic attacks. And that's not enough to really keep me sustained. And there goes the Illidan. I'm going to go down here in the mines, and then I'm going to double check to make sure my Furion's not in, and he is in the mines with us. I'm going to try to hunt him down. And as I go for the pursuit, I realize it's probably better to just grab skulls. And the enemy team had Malfurion trapped anyway, so they had that taken care of. Now for the next ability, I'll go with Ferocious Attacks, which periodically makes one of your basic attacks do more damage, which is going to be more healing, which is why I go with that. And it is enough to make the difference between life and death. A lot of Sonya players that I see, one of the biggest problems that they have is when they have somebody that stuns them and they can't use their whirlwind to heal, it's just death for them. And with this build, that's not going to be so much the case. I'm going to get the Tastadar down, and then we're going to try to zone the Vala. She does miss my Ancient Spear. It was just a little bit off. I'm going to wrap around, maybe try to tag my Furion. He does run right around me, puts a little juke in. And I'm not going to get him, but I'm going to zone him out. Vala tries to come back in, and I hope they come back down in my whirlwind, but obviously they're not. Illidan gets taken down. And so we are going to head for the boss. We do have a slight level advantage right now on the enemy team. And here comes Malfurion trying to disrupt our boss skull attempt. The enemy team is now getting grouped up and gathered. They did manage to pull the aggro off of us, which is fine. They can have all the aggro they want. I am going to try to spin again and not make it. I didn't have much else choice there. I couldn't have gone through the boss. I would have got stunned. I would have died. I knew I was dead anyway. So at least I was hoping to get enough of the whirlwind heal to where somebody else could pick it up for me. Our group has a fairly good amount of sustain between Malfurion and Lily. We do get the golem down, and we have the majority of the skulls. For the next level of talent, I go with Ferocious Healing. Now this is one of the staples for this build. This is what makes you be able to engage and not have to worry about a stun death, and that's just because of the Ferocious Healing. Now one thing to be aware of though, if you're low on health and you proc your whirlwind, you cannot whirlwind and ferocious heal, or ferocious heal while your whirlwind is active at least, or any other ability that might be triggerable through the talent tree will be the same way. The enemy team is trying for our merc camp, and they do get it. I'm going to take this time and try to get the Tassadar down. He stops to put down a storm, but that storm does not phase me because I'm Sonya. And we get Kerrigan, and we're going to take down these mercs. So two of the enemy teams down, while our golem is doing a good push with his 69 skulls behind him. Hopefully the rest of the friendly team goes for the push. However, they do not. They go for a defend split push, which not really what I would recommend, not with 69 skulls at least, but it is what it is. The gate goes down, and I didn't really expect it to. I kind of got stuck behind the wall, and I managed to die. And the enemy team is going to finish off our golem. And for the level 10, I go with Wrath of the Berserker. And I had a little slip of the mouse there. The reason why I go with Wrath of the Berserker instead of Leap is Leap's good. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. If it had less of a cooldown, it would be a lot better in my opinion. But it's basically Malfurion's Dwarf Toss with a point in the talent tree and a little bit more range. But Malfurion, or I'm not Malfurion, I'm sorry, Muradin's Dwarf Toss. But his Dwarf Toss has a lot less cooldown. And I just feel that Leap really doesn't become very good until level 20 where you get the Greater. And by then most of the games are over. And I can do a whole lot more with Wrath of the Berserker throughout the game. Here we go, we have a slight enemy engagement. I ping for the retreat. Vala does follow. I hit the Moonwell just in case because it is a 5v2. Do need to stave them off a little bit. They are trying to push our creep back. Tassadar is not wanting to get anywhere close to me because I have nailed him one too many times this game. You can see already that he is pretty iffy about it. Now our team does come to reinforce us, so it is time to wholeheartedly engage. I am waiting for somebody to pick off. I was going to go for my friend, but I do get body blocked. I do get Tassadar again as he stayed right in my whirlwind. And the mines are up. And I poke and prod a few times just because we're holding off the rest of the enemy team in that one spot. But we do go back down and pick up some skulls. We already have a skull lead. And if you are playing the Halted Mines, one good thing to remember is that the little camps are more important and easier to get than the big ones. So usually when I try to go in, I usually try to go for the little camps, or if I find the team and our teams together, engage a team fight and win it, because that is one surefire way to get as many skulls as possible. Going to get this Vala, and Tastar comes down again. I will trade him for alt any day. The healing that I get increased from the Wrath of the Berserker with my basic attack boosts and my healing from the basic attack, it's really super strong. And trade with Tassar is easily done with his Archeon form. And we go for the Golem. 3 members of the enemy team were down. One just popped. And Tassar becoming in 5 seconds. Should be plenty of time for us to capitalize on getting a majority of these stalls, although Illidan did steal a few, but it will pay for it with his life. And we get the rest from the Golem, and we have an 82 skull Golem now, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to go and Zerg the Merc camps, and this is going to be an absolute perfect time to just straight push with our Golem. There is absolutely no reason to defend against an 18 skull Golem that has to go through not only our fort, but the keep as well. So most of the team is with us. We are going to get this Merc camp very quickly. Then I am going to head for the enemy team's Merc camp, and Vala heads for our side's Merc camp. Yeah, as you see, even before they got there, my sustain is more than enough when doing these Merc camps, and I'm not even popping my Ferocious Healing, which is good. I'm going to try to Zerg these down as fast as possible, and then I'm going to go straight for our Golem push. I do take a few shots from the tower, and I am going to clear out the menu wave and kill Kerrigan, because they were all in the same group. Illidan is trying to engage, and Castar's kind of staying there too for a little bit. We do manage to clear out the fort, and we're pushing on the walls and towers of the keep. Vala runs through our horde, and she almost paid for it with her life. We tear down these walls, we tear down the towers, we tear down Vala, and now we just have a straight hard push. And as I mentioned, I can push no problem by myself and not have to worry about the damage that I take because I can heal it. And we take down Kerrigan, and I just stay in there because I have enough of my team where I am confident that I can absorb and soak all this damage and not have it affect my life. At this point of the game, there is 4 members of the enemy team down. I go for the shields for my next level talent. That is a must-have. The Ferocious Healing is nice, but the shields on games that are a little harder than this, it gives you that much more survivability. And we are strongly engaging the enemy. We are going to get Kerrigan down again, which is going to keep the chains of death going. There goes Tacitor. And without the team being able to fully engage us, we are very easily going to be able to handle this. And that is the game. I hope this was helpful for you. I wish I could have kept the live commentary on, but like I said, everything that could mess up my audio in the last live play, I guess, happened. And leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe if you want to see more content. And I'll see you next time. All the best.